Hey guys, Rhett here. What is going on at my client Robbie's first Section 8 rental? And if you remember, I did a video here a couple weeks ago and I'll post that in the description below. So please, if you have not seen the first video that we did here, please go look at that first. Rehab here, guys, $65,000. We have about a week left here. We have done a ton of work. I think you're gonna be really impressed with what we've done here and what this home has become. So it went from a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. We turned it into a 5-bedroom, 2 bath. So this is gonna rent for somewhere between $1,400 on the low end and close to $1,600, 100% Section 8. So projects like this, guys, things like this, when you're building rental portfolios out of state, it's doable if you have the right people on your team to do it. Now, there's not a lot of people that can facilitate this kind of project, especially in Robbie's case. He's never even been here. He's never seen it. So all of this has been done virtually. It's been done remote. And when you do that, you have to have trust in a team. You have to know that your people on the ground know what they're doing and have done this hundreds and thousands of times so that you know that anything that can go wrong can be easily fixed. Things that go perfectly, they're perfectly because your team told you that's how they were going to go. So if you want to work with me and my team and have products like this and be able to do this out of state, because maybe you're in a state where it has bad landlord-tenant laws, or the houses are too expensive, or Section 8 rent isn't as much, or you just want to buy in a place that's more affordable so you can build bigger portfolios quicker, send me an email in the description below and we'll get started. So guys, I want to walk through here, so follow me in. And if you recall, the last time we were in here, you walked into a big living room. All that's changed, of course. Now, still need to do light fixtures. We need the electrical final sign off from the city. We need to finish up the plumbing set-ins and have the final plumbing sign off by the city, and punch list items, drywall items, and the final clean. So we're moving in a great direction. Like I said, we're about 7 days out on this. I had everybody step out while we came in here to do this. So we've done a ton. Originally, this was a big living room that has totally changed. We'll talk about that in a minute. But right here, originally, we had a huge bedroom. This bedroom was giant, and you'll see that in the other video. Hopefully you watched that before you saw this. So we built a wall here, and this is now bedroom number 1, okay? So bedroom number 1 right here, we go back out into the living room, and as we walk through the living room, we built this bathroom. So this bathroom right here, of course, not finished yet. Still have to do the final plumbing. The plumbing inspections were all signed off on to set all this, so the plumbing's good. We have to put all this stuff in here. It's got brand new electrical throughout the whole house. Whole house was rewired. This is a brand new wall. None of this stuff was here. And then we built this bedroom. So this is bedroom 2. This did not exist. This was part of the living room. So we have our closet right here, okay, and we have our bedroom. So this is bedroom number 2. Really nice, guys. I'm thrilled with this. All new HVAC, all new ventilation. We have our new thermostat on the wall here as well. And we walk into bedroom number 3. So bedroom number 3, again, good size bedroom, all close together, but all of them far apart too. So you have the bathroom that we just came from that we're building in between all of these, so people aren't feeling like they have to go too far to the bathroom. But at the same time, the bedrooms in this house, guys, the layout's great because everything's really spread out. So you feel like you have your own space, which is really nice. And with a 5-bedroom, you don't want to build these houses out so they feel like rooming houses or they feel like group homes. You want to make sure that it's still a home, a house. And sometimes I'll go to houses that we'll end up remodeling because the layout's terrible and you can't get them rented. But you might walk into a house and you might be in a living room and then there's just 5 bedrooms on the outskirts of the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just doors. And then there's a kitchen at the end and a bathroom in the middle. and it doesn't feel like a house. It feels like more of like a dorm floor. And that's one of the things that we always try and avoid when we're building out these units and when we're scoping out what the plans are going to be, because we don't want that feeling. We really want to make sure that when we do this, we're setting it up so that you can have kids live in these rooms, and you can have parents live in the back room or wherever they want to live. And it doesn't feel weird. It's not like a dormitory. It's like your house. So that's what we're trying to achieve, and that's why doing this the right way and building these layouts the way that we do is really important. So we leave bedroom number 3 and we come into the hallway. So finishing up this panel, and also in here, new toilet. I believe it's a new vanity. It is a new vanity. Of course, getting it cleaned. All the tile is here for the retiling of that shower. As we come through here, we are in the new kitchen. Now, guys, if you saw what this old kitchen looked like, I hope you're happy with how this looks. So this looks incredible. I'm absolutely thrilled with how this kitchen turned out, and a lot of space, just really, really nice, and going to be a great place for a family to gather and cook. So we'll have the refrigerator right here in this corner. We'll have the stove and range right here, and you can put some bar chairs here as well, which is really nice. And you'll have a combination, either big dining room here, or you can have a dining room table, and then also a secondary living room setup. So this is the second living room in this house. This house was really, really big, and had a lot of open space. Now, one thing I talked to Robbie about was, okay, maybe we make it a 6-bedroom, but 6 bedrooms in Section 8 don't make a ton of sense. So we want to try and stick to 5s. We don't really go over 5s, even though we could have. I mean, in theory, we could have, again, walled this off right here, and you could have been standing in bedroom number 6 and built a closet, or even taken it the whole way to here, put a door here, and then you have a bedroom right here with its own access point. Now, that would feel pretty rooming house, boarding house, because then you have bedroom with a door. You really have no kitchen space, or I should say dining room space. You have plenty of kitchen space, but no dining room space. So thrilled about this, really happy with this. So as we walk into bedroom number 4, so bedroom number 4 at the back half of the house, there used to be an old house in the backyard. We tore the whole thing down, got rid of it. That was insane. I think somebody was living there for a long period of time. Closet right here as well. So we have everything that we need in this room too. And then finally, bedroom number 5. So old water heater, getting this thing out of here. And we have, originally this was not here. So what we ended up doing here was we built this. We built a closet right here. And then behind this, we actually built our washer dryer hookups, our dryer vents. We have all of our electrical here, and then we have we're putting our water heater in here as well. So this is going to be a water heater room as well as your laundry room. And the water heater originally was in the kitchen. We had it moved out to create space. We redid all the plumbing and redid the electrical to reroute that stuff to the back of the house and away from everything, so it wasn't stuck in the middle of a room. And anytime we do large remodels, we're always looking at finding ways to, of course, make the space the best. And in a lot of these old houses, you have water heaters in the kitchen or water heaters in a place that doesn't really make a ton of sense. Reason being, in a lot of these units, people are trying to maximize space, and they're smaller homes. So back in the 40s and 50s, and sometimes these homes were built in the 60s and sometimes even the 30s, water heaters were a little bit differently. Sometimes they were built into the countertops, so it looked like kind of a countertop, but it just didn't. You couldn't really use it as a countertop in the full sense. And I'll show you guys in other videos, but they were smaller and they were a little different. Well, as time changed and those water heaters aged out, you came to a more traditional, as what we know as water heater. Now, this kind of water heater can't fit in a compartment that goes next to your cabinets that's only this high off the ground. So what happened was, because the electrical and the plumbing was set up for water heaters in those areas, then all of a sudden people started putting these big water heaters in. Well, over time, codes have changed, and now water heaters in kitchens, they have to be vented, and they have to be built into closets. And of course, right, we can talk about code for water heaters all day long. I'm boring you, but long story short, we want to try and make it so they're not in the way all the time, and that's why we built this out here. Same thing with the laundry boxes. Those were also in a place that was not super advantageous. So built them in there as well. Now it's away from everything, and they still have plenty of room for that stuff. So if you need to service it, it's still accessible. So guys, we'll come through here and do all the touch-up work. This was a chimney that we blanked out as well. So overall, really pleased with how this turned out, and really excited for Robbie to get somebody in this house, get it up and running, get it on the rental market. Like I said, we're looking at about 7 more days on this project to get it up and running and on the market, and it's going to be a home run. This is going to be one of those houses that is just going to generate a ton of cash flow. And it's one of those houses that you see online and causes a lot of questions. It's the one you guys see before we get into it that's like, oh, you know, that would be a great project to do, but it's gonna be expensive. Do I have the people in place to onboard it and get it up and running? And the answer is, if you bring us on and you work with us, no question, this is what we do. But if you're gonna do something like this alone, you gotta really tread carefully, because there are a lot of things that can go wrong when you do a project like this. But guys, thanks for watching. Please leave your questions, comments below. I'll get to all of them, and we'll see you next time.